What is going on, guys? Right back at you with another live stream. I don't have anything specifically on the agenda this evening, so I'm just going to fill out time and until someone comes on and we can have a conversation. But happy Monday evening, anyways. But I had a pretty good day. Work went by relatively quickly, and but it's always nice to get that Monday over with. And I feel like the rest of the week kind of flies by. But anyways, if you guys know me well, I love watching urban explorers, people that go into like abandoned buildings, and that can be quite risky for a variety of reasons. You got squatters living in some of these buildings. But anyways, I was watching this very interesting YouTube video, and there was a guy on vacation in the Dominican Republic, and he was exploring the abandoned sandcastle resort, and he was doing it at nighttime. And this is a known troubled area. You can run into trouble exploring this place at nighttime. So this guy was in the middle of making a YouTube video at these abandoned sandcastle resort in the Dominican, and he had this sense and feeling that he was being followed. And not too long thereafter, he could hear scraping against the walls of the resort. And finally, he went to check it out, and he looked over the balcony, and there was a crazed lunatic. There was a crazed lunatic speaking Spanish, and he was holding a machete, and he was basically telling this YouTuber that he was going to cut his legs off. And anyways, it's pretty crazy. So this YouTuber is literally running for his life, and he has to keep shutting off his flashlight because it's just kind of like a dead giveaway where he is. So he keeps running into like different rooms and shutting the flashlight off, but this guy keeps finding him. So this goes on for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. And finally, this guy was able to get away. But a lot of people were commenting in the video that, it's not real, it was a setup, it's fake. I don't think it's fake, I think it's real. Anytime someone's chasing you with the machete, I would tend to think that is real and that's not a stunt. Hey Caleb, what's going on? I was just talking about this crazy YouTube video I watched last night. It was an urban explorer, and he was basically exploring the abandoned sandcastle resort in the Dominican. And he was in the middle of making his YouTube video, and a crazed lunatic came out of nowhere with a machete. And he was chasing him around the resort with the machete. It was crazy. But I'm a sucker for urban exploration. I love watching that kind of content. How you doing, Caleb? How is everyone doing this evening? Feel free to comment down below. I'm a little tired, but I'm going to try to power through this live stream. I'll probably be on for an hour tonight, depending on how the stream goes. It's good to hear. Caleb, where are you from? What part of the country? You live in the United States? The reason I ask is I get people from all over the place. I get people from Europe. I've gotten people from Asia. I've gotten people from Africa. So I'm always interested to learn where you guys are from. You live in the United States? I live up in the Northeast. I live in the New England area. But that's about as specific as I get on my YouTube channel. When people ask me where I'm from, I just tell them New England. I don't want to be too specific. But I will say, especially some of the bigger YouTubers, if you make enough videos, sometimes you can unintentionally dox yourself, especially if you're sharing your computer screen. Argentina. So, did you watch the World Cup? Argentina came close, but they ended up losing to Spain, which I'm sure you're aware of. But their goalie was pretty good in that game. He had like 11 saves, which was, I think, was a record, right? I don't watch soccer that closely, but here in the States, it's primarily like football, basketball, baseball, hockey. Soccer is not as big here in the States as it is in other parts of the world. What's going on, chat? I was rooting for England. And then they had that 1-0 lead against Argentina, I believe. And then they were playing not to lose. And then they ended up squandering their 1-0 lead to Argentina. Hi, Elia. Welcome to the chat. I think you're new here. I don't recognize your username. But welcome. Nice to have you in here. Search up Caleb or Caleb X9. Is that, are you referring to your YouTube channel? Nice to have you in here, Elia. How's your day? Okay, when I get off the live stream, I'll check it out. How long have you been on YouTube? And what kind of content do you make? Yeah, I'll check out your as soon as I'm done with the stream, I'll check out your YouTube channel. How long have you been making YouTube videos? I've been at it for about 3 years myself. Just filters? Yeah, YouTube's pretty amazing. If you think about everything you get for free, it's just an endless amount of content, and then you can make your own videos for free. So it's a pretty good deal. Stella Tomes, happy birthday to you. And thank you very much. Like I said, as soon as I'm done the stream, I'll check out your YouTube channel. I'm not allowed to make videos. I'm 7. Well, Elia, when you get older, you can. Hi, Alonza. So the thing with nothing against you at all, but I don't know you. Perhaps if I get comfortable with someone, I can make them my mod. But the thing with mods is I'm responsible for the actions of my mod. So if I make someone my mod and they do something stupid, I'm responsible for it. So that is the rules that YouTube set in place. So when I don't make someone a mod, don't take it personally. It just means I don't know you well enough yet. Vish, be proud. Yeah, Alonzo, it's just the way that YouTube set up the rules. So, oh, thank you very much, Elia. Yeah, if you're in the stream and you like the content and you enjoy the conversation, consider liking the stream and subscribing. I don't know, like people that I don't know will come in here wanting to be a mod, and then I have to, as kindly as possible, explain why I can't make you a mod. I would really have to trust the person. It would have to be someone that is in my streams on a regular basis, that I develop a comfort level with over time. But I just think that's the logical way of going about it. But like basically like a mod is like, if I selected someone to be my mod, anytime someone comes in with hate or they leave stupid comments, they could basically like, be the referee and delete the comment. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Elia. You watch some of my, have you watched my other live streams? I've been trying to do more lately. My goal is 50 subs. Nice, Caleb. And I don't know if you're interested in this, But once you get to the 50 subs, you can start live streaming. Oh, nice, Elia. Have you seen any of my shorts? I actually prefer doing live streams lately over the YouTube shorts. I would say for like the last year, I've been doing a lot of YouTube shorts to bring in the subscribers. But now I'm really working towards my watch hours. So I am like really trying to do more live streams to make that possible. Caleb, do you think you're going to do live streams once you hit the 50 subs? There's also another channel I like to watch. His channel is called Ranger Rick, and he goes in abandoned buildings, abandoned malls, abandoned houses. And I also find that content very interesting. It's just strange that like in some of these houses, either the family moves or the family dies off, and like literally the house is left as is, like their clothes and their personal possessions and their bills, like everything is literally just left in the house as is. Like it was like literally like a moment frozen in time. It's really, really interesting. I saw that short that say I have no friends. Yeah. I tried to make that video as goofy as possible. I think it worked. I'm gonna go get my charger. Nice. Actually, you reminded me. I need to get the charger for this phone and plug it in while I do my live stream so it stays charged. Thank you, Elia. You know, that's the whole point of my YouTube Shorts videos, is to make people laugh. And then, you know, these live streams aren't meant to be funny like the YouTube Shorts. It's like my live streams is to just keep it real and for you guys to get to know my personality a little bit. My phone's at 71%. I'll probably be streaming for another 50 minutes, so I think I'm good. Once my phone starts like going under 50% charge, it kind of starts to give me anxiety. Is anyone else like that? That's on 5%. Oh, damn. Welcome back, Caleb. Yeah, once my phone starts getting under 50% charged, I start getting a little bit of anxiety. I like my phone charge percent to be like 60% and above, but I'm just weird like that. But I'm sure like other people feel the same way. Like we just have this attachment to our phones, and like our biggest fear is the battery going dead, especially during a live stream. That would not be ideal. But I'm actually thinking about getting a new iPhone soon. I still have the Apple iPhone 14 Pro, but I'm kind of wanting a new iPhone. I don't get a new iPhone every year by any means, but typically like every 3 years I get a new iPhone. And it's because like the health of the batteries really starts to wane after you hit 3 years. Like I think the health of my battery is like 82%. So that means it's lost 18% of its max capacity. You have a Samsung Galaxy? Yeah, I feel like you're either a Samsung person or an Apple person. I haven't met many people that are in between. But seeing as how I've been in the Apple ecosystem for so long, it would be kind of hard to make the switch. And plus, I have quite a bit of songs in Apple iTunes that I paid for, and so it really wouldn't make sense for me to switch to Samsung. So I guess I'm an Apple fanboy through and through. I did have like a Samsung a long time ago, but I just like the operating system of the Apple. I have a Samsung Galaxy. All of my family has a Samsung. All right. Yeah, either you're a Samsung or Apple. Although, like, I've had I've had some like weird phones in between. Like I think I had a Windows phone before, but that phone was terrible. It was very glitchy. One of my shorts hit 1,000 views. Nice. Glad to hear that, and congratulations. One win at a time. So your next goal could be like 5,000 views. It was literally just a Windows phone. It was just the company, I guess. But like this Windows phone I had, I want to say it was like 2012, 2013. But the phone was really, really glitchy. And prior to that, I had an Apple iPhone 3. So once I had that bad experience with the Windows, I went right back to Apple. My cousin just got in trouble for throwing her tablet on the floor. Yeah, that's not a good combination. The floor will win most times. And again, anyone that just entered the live stream, welcome. I'm glad you're here and considering liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 25,000 soon. Oh, Jesus. Did the tablet crack? I swear iPhones are indestructible. I've dropped mine many times. The screen has never cracked. And then a couple years ago, I had my phone in my back pocket and I forgot it was there, and I was playing a pickup game of basketball, and I went up for a rebound. My iPhone fell on the pavement, and then as I came down with the rebound, my foot and the weight of my body landed on the screen of the phone, and the screen protector I had over it cracked, but the screen did not. And I was just shocked, like literally all the weight of my body landed on the iPhone, and it still didn't destroy the iPhone. Elliot, can you go in another room to find peace and quiet? Oh, I can give you a shout out. Hi Kenneth, how you doing? And I appreciate the like and subscription. Very nice of you, Kenneth. What's your name? Yeah, Elliot, go find another room where you can find some peace and quiet. Get away from all that noise. You know, getting older, one of the things I appreciate the most is peace and quiet, and just ridding myself of any drama. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Kennedy. Nice to have you in here, Kennedy. I think you're a newbie in here. Caleb, you got a kitten, huh? When I go on social media, I see some people that have some really interesting pets. Yep, his name is Cody. Nice, congrats. On social media, I've seen people have skunks as pets. I've seen people have pigs as pets, like literally housing them inside their home. Capybaras. But like the one that really got me was like the skunks. Like, why on earth would you want to have a skunk as a pet? Now, obviously, they have the glands removed so they can't spray and stink up the place. But I mean, what's wrong with a dog? What's wrong with a dog or a cat? Why do you have to have a skunk? And like, I don't want it to sound like I'm hating on people, but like, skunks are not meant to be indoors. They're meant to be outside. They're meant to be wild. Elliot, tell your brother I said hi back. Okay, Kennedy, thanks for stopping in, and hope to see you in a future stream. Thank you for the like and subscription. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I need to grab my laptop. Hang tight. Do you guys ever watch urban explorations? When people go check out like abandoned buildings and abandoned houses? I find it to be like really interesting content. Ah, cool. Let's see. I want to pull up the live stream on my laptop. I did. He is excited. He loves your video. Well, tell him I said thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment. At the end of the day, specifically with my YouTube shorts, I just want to make people laugh. I know some people are going through hard times. I know a lot of people are depressed. A lot of people go through bouts of sadness. You know, maybe they've had a bad day at work. Maybe they had a relationship end. So when people come onto my channel, I want to make them smile. I want to make them happy. I try to lighten things up. Hang on, guys. I just want to write a comment here. You guys can still talk to me. Elia, why is your cousin grounded for throwing the tablet on the floor? Oh, jeez. I'm not surprised. You should get in trouble for that. Especially like tablets are what, a couple to a few $100s, so smashing that on the ground will have consequences. You guys like my t-shirt? I don't know if you guys are probably too young to know this cartoon, but it's called Real Monsters, and it was on Nickelodeon in the 1990s. Nickelodeon had a lot of really good cartoons in the 90s. This cartoon specifically was my favorite cartoon growing up, and I found a bunch of these shirts on Amazon, so I bought 3 of them. You can get anything on Amazon these days. Oh, Elliot, your brother watches this? Oh yeah. So I have a blue shirt, a red shirt, and a purple shirt, all Real Monsters, and it's really good fabric. I like the size. I like the way it fits. Yeah, I support Israel. But I don't think there will ever be peace in the Middle East. I do know Stranger Things. I watched the first like 2 seasons or 3 seasons, and then I haven't really watched like the last couple of seasons. But season 1 was really good. Oh, no problem, Caleb. Nice to see you grinding away on your YouTube channel. Yeah, you gotta be at it almost every day if you want to grow that channel. My vids are flopping. Damn. Sorry to hear that. Keep trying. Honestly, I think there's always going to be conflict in the Middle East. Israel is the only quote-unquote democracy in all of the Middle East, and I just think when you have such a difference in religions, it brings conflict. But I have 30 or more subs. There you go. Thing with YouTube is you have to be persistent, you have to be consistent, and just know that you're going to make a lot of really bad videos before you start making good videos. It takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of time. YouTube's not easy, and the point is, like, a lot of people end up quitting before they even have a chance. In Canada, it's 103. Really? It's not 103 in Canada. It says it's 8:04 p.m. in Canada. Or at least in Ottawa. Ottawa, Canada is 8:04. Winnipeg is 7:04 p.m. Halifax is 9:04 p.m. Vancouver is 5:04 p.m. What part of Canada are you from? Yeah, same. It's 8:05 here now. Oh, my brother told it was. No, it's not 1 o'clock in Canada. There's not that much of a time difference between Canada and the United States. There is different time zones, but it's nothing too radical. Guys, I'll be right back. I need to get my phone charger. Give me like 1 minute. All right, I'm back, guys. My phone was like down to 50%, so I want to plug it in. Hang on one moment. What's up, Caleb? Have you seen other YouTubers? What about Michael Jackson? All right, we are back in business. So what is everyone's favorite food up in here? I'll go first. Mine is pizza. And then after pizza, I would say Thai food. I love some good Thai food. Michael Jackson's been dead for a while. Yours is sushi. Mine is taken. Oh, you like pizza too? Or you like sushi, Yoon? Ramen, I mean. Ramen's your favorite, huh? Oh, I remember you mentioning that in a prior stream, that you were having ramen and that it was your favorite. You don't like pizza? You don't like pizza? What? I like a good New York style pizza. I'm really picky and specific about what kind of pizza I like. Living here in the Northeast, like if you want good pizza, you gotta go to New York or Boston or New Haven, Connecticut. There are some places that are like hidden gems, but for the most part, if you want like a really good pizza, you have to go out towards the city. Like the majority of the pizza around where I live isn't that great. I find like a lot of pizza around here to be too heavy, too doughy, and there's like a lot of franchise chains around here, and I don't really like franchise chain pizza places. The best pizza I ever had in my life was in Brooklyn, New York. It was a place called Luigi's Pizza, and the pizza was amazing. All right, next question. What is your favorite TV show? Family Guy? Like my favorite cartoon is Real Monsters, but like for a sitcom, I would have to go That 70s Show. SpongeBob. Good choice. What is the last vacation that you've been on? The last vacation I went on was to Martha's Vineyard in 2004. And to be honest, I was there about 4 days, and it was more than enough time. You have to keep in mind, Martha's Vineyard is an island, and there's only so much you can do on the island itself. So initially I thought like 4 days wasn't going to be a long enough vacation on the island, but it was more than enough. I would say like 3 days in, I felt like I did everything I wanted to do on the island. So by that fourth day, I was actually kind of eager to get on the ship and come home. You've never been on what, an island? And there's people that live on Martha's Vineyard year round. There's a spot in Martha's Vineyard, and it's called the gingerbread houses, and some of those people like live in their houses year round. 80, no, it was that 70s show. Hi, Elion. How's it going, man? I'm going to Jamaica tomorrow for 9 days. Enjoy and have fun. That's not too bad of a flight. Home of Bob Marley, huh? Don't mind me if I yawn, guys. I'm just very tired. I'm trying to stay awake for the stream. Problem is, I wake up really early. So by like 7:30, 8 o'clock, I start getting pretty tired. But I'll probably stream until like 8:30, give or take. Yes, I know how to select someone as a mod, but I don't know anyone well enough on here to mod someone. But I'm just like curious as to why so many people come on here asking if I can make them a mod. It happens quite often. On the flight, it's 9 hours, huh, for Jamaica? 9 hours, huh? 9 hours and 45 minutes. Hey, watch a couple of good movies. You'll be all set. Or take a nap. Let me know how the vacation was. I've never flown outside of the States. I've been to California, I've been to Texas a couple of times, I've been to Florida a couple of times. You have never been on a vacation. How old are you to have never been on a vacation? Sometimes vacations can be overrated, honestly. Because like sometimes vacations can be a lot of work between, the flying and the checking into the hotel, and then like having everything mapped out and feeling like you have to do something every single day. Like sometimes if I take vacation time from work, I like to just kind of like take a week and honestly just chill out at home. Otherwise, I think vacations, while they can be fun, I think they can also be exhausting, depending on like how many things you have planned on the vacation. What is up? Who is still in the chat? Elliot, you're tired too, huh? Same here, bro. Now that I've hit like 40 years old, I'm usually in bed by like 8:30, 9 o'clock. But I don't fall asleep until like around 10 o'clock. Usually from like 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I'll listen to some YouTube videos in the background until I get really tired, and then I kind of just pass out. but I'm not at the same time. Red Locks Gaming, my day is going great. It's winding to a close pretty soon, but no complaints. My day went pretty well. What about you? Welcome to the stream. I believe you're new here. I've never seen your screen name, but welcome. I'm glad you could join. Please consider liking and subscribing to my channel if you like the content. I like your username too, by the way. Red Locks Gaming. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What kind of games are you into? Like video games? I'm assuming. Red Locks Gaming, I'm asking you if you play video games. My favorite game is Roblox. What about you, Red Locks Gaming? What's your favorite type of games to play? You're into like RPGs? Are you into sports games? What kind of games are you into? I'm very familiar with Minecraft. Do you like to play the game in creative mode or survival mode? Hardcore mode? Isaiah Turner 67, welcome. I see you in here. We got another newbie. Elia, what is your question? Isaiah Turner, I mean that in a good way. I always like to see new people come into my streams. It means the algorithm is recommending to new people, which is good. Yeah, I meant it as a good thing, Isaiah. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you came across my stream. Red Locks Gaming, you still in here? As for me, Minecraft, I primarily just play in creative mode because I like building things. I don't necessarily like the grind of like the survival mode where you have to like collect items and craft and do all that stuff. I'm just scrolling on lives. Oh yeah. Well, I think with the YouTube lives, like if you're doing it in like vertical orientation like me, it'll come up when you're scrolling shorts. But if I were to stream horizontally, I think it gets recommended differently. What kind of a question is that? Who comes in here asking if you have high blood pressure? That's a really odd question. I made something for Technoblade. I don't know. They just came in asking if I had high blood pressure. That's so random. Matt, that was a really random question, man. What made you ask that? I think it was last week. I had someone in here that kept like spamming and leaving the same comment over and over again, so I had to put him in a 24-hour timeout. I never said that. I don't ever remember saying that. Oh, sorry to hear that. What is your profile picture of? What is that? Oh, nice. So you have a couple of hobbies, Redlocks Gaming. You like to game and make music? I know, Isaiah. That was so strange. Nice. Is a cat with chunk? I feel like you've changed your profile picture a couple of times. Is anyone does anyone plan on playing Grand Theft Auto 6 when that comes out? I don't know if anyone here is old enough to play that game when it comes out though. I don't know if your parents will let you play it. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 is good, but we really need like a new game to come out. I've played the hell out of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I feel like I've done everything you can possibly do in it. Hang on a sec. I got up to like 95% completion in the game. I will play it 100% at this local arcade that is only $20 per game. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't wait to play GTA 6. I haven't been excited for a game in a while. The last game that really excited me was Red Dead Redemption 2, and that was like all the way back in 2018. All right, Isaiah, hope to see you in a future stream. Yeah, think, guys, we're like 3.5 months away from GTA 6. Yeah, maybe I will. It's just like there's so many games out there to play. It's impossible to play them all. And between like working and like doing shit around the house and making YouTube videos, like I just don't have the time that I used to have to play games. But I still try to make time to play games. It's just not as easy as it used to be. I remember when I was like 10 years old, before I had a job and all that stuff, and my only responsibility was like school. My friends would come over all the time, and on the weekends we would play video games, and we had a really good time. Oh, we have a November birthday, huh? Do I like CG5? What game is that? Sorry, it doesn't ring a bell. All right, Elliot, take care. Nice having you in the stream. What game is CG5? Yes, I will probably stream tomorrow. He is a singer? Huh. This is the first time I have ever heard of him. Charles Duncan Green V, better known professionally as CG5, is an American singer, songwriter, music producer, and YouTuber. So I guess he does everything. Bye, Elia. Nice talking to you. Yeah, Redlocks Gaming. It's the first time I've heard of him. He made some amazing music like Sleep Well and Grimace Shake Song. I've listened to some of his songs now, but I don't want to get copyrighted. YouTube's really strict with that. Like if you play copyrighted music through it during a live stream, they can just take your live stream down. So if I remember, I'll check it out after the stream. I'll be on here about 10 more minutes, guys. I'm struggling to keep my eyes open, and I can't even think straight. Oh, God. You should listen to 5 Lives to Survive. It's by someone else. Is it a relatively new song? Or has it been out for a while? It is not a copyright song. Yeah, but when it comes to YouTube, I stay away from the music. I don't even chance it. Hi, I'm Elia's brother. I stole her phone. Nice. So you watch some of my YouTube shorts, huh? Your sister was telling me that. Redlocks Gaming, I'll check it out. Well, Elia's brother, I'm gonna be on here for about another 8 to 10 minutes. But thanks for coming on and stealing your your sister's phone. Hey, what are brothers for, right? What are brothers for? I think brothers are put on this earth to give their sisters a hard time. All right, Redlocks Gaming, nice talking to you, man. Hope to see you on a future stream. Peace out. 7 more minutes, guys. I'm gonna go to exactly 1 hour, and then I am signing out because it's been a long day. Have a nice day and good night. Thank you very much. Hope to talk to you sometime soon. Is Elia's brother still there? Peace out. All right, guys, I'll be on here for a couple more minutes. If there's anything you want to ask me, now is your chance. She's shouting, "Where's my phone?" Does she know you have it? That's funny. That's something I would do to my sister back in the day too. Oh. Sorry, Elia's brother. I'm a little sleepy. Yeah. I'll be getting into bed very, very soon. As soon as I get off the stream, I will be in bed. Kind of hanging out a little bit before I fall asleep. For some reason, listening to YouTube videos helps me fall asleep. Helps to get my mind off things. Between making YouTube content and watching some of my favorite YouTubers, I spend a good amount of time per day on YouTube. I would say it's my second job, even though I don't get paid for it yet. But I hope someday that will change. I hope I can make money on this platform someday. I don't know that I have a favorite YouTuber, but I can tell you a couple that I like. I like Jack Morgan, RLP. I like Timothy Ward. I like Snooks. I like Ranger Rick. I like Mr. Nightmare. Hey, Kevin Flynn. All right, guys, we got a couple more minutes before I go. Yes, I do remember you from a previous stream. I like, Mr. Nightmare. Basically, like, people send, like, write into him about, like, a scary event that they experienced, and then he basically narrates it and makes videos based off of it. All right, Kevin Flynn, take care. I will be on next stream. All right, sounds good. Yeah, you just happened to catch the end of this stream. I've been on for about an hour, but I'm going to be getting off. Thanks for coming in, though. Look forward to talking to you on the next stream. Talk to you later, Kevin. All right, guys, that is about it for the stream. I appreciate everyone that came on it and spent a little bit of time with me. I appreciate your time. I will probably be on tomorrow evening. If there's anything you want me to live stream about, any topics you want to talk about, just let me know. Comment down below. I know different people like talking about different things. I can talk about a lot of different things. But yeah, if there's something specific that you want to talk about, just leave a comment on the live stream and I will read it. But anyways, it was nice talking to all of you, and have a great